Hi, Kristy in the Rada kitchen, and today I'm making a whole Kit and Caboodle candy cake. It all stacks up to fun. It's Scotcheroos, Kit Kat bars, and M&Ms. So first you want to get your pans prepared. You'll need a 9-inch round pan, line it with wax paper, and then you'll need an 8 or 9-inch square pan, also with wax paper. So I have those prepared and ready to go, and grab a medium saucepan. We're going to go over to the stove. So over medium heat, in our large saucepan, we're going to combine 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of peanut butter, 2 cups of corn syrup, and we're going to heat this until the sugar dissolves into the peanut butter and the corn syrup. So now the sugar and the peanut butter is all melted together. You'll need 12 cups of Special K cereal. You can put it in a large bowl because you're going to have to stir this all in. I'm going to use half of the cereal mixture first, just so it's not so hard. But you just pour this over that. I'm going to stir it. So once you have the peanut butter sugar mixture in the cereal, you'll put it into your prepared pans. And I like to take a piece of wax paper and really pack it in there. And really press it firm because this is the base of your cake. So here I have a 13-inch base plate, and we're going to pull that 9-inch round one out, or you could flip it on there. So you want to set the base aside. And now with this square pan, we're going to put it on a cutting board. And remove the wax paper. And what I did was, on parchment paper, I cut out a 6-inch circle and a 3-inch circle. So with a knife, I'm going to use that as a pattern. And you might want to make sure it fits. I'm just going to flatten this out so I can get both my circles on there, because these are going to be the next 2 layers of our cake. So with a knife, I'm using this Rada Super Pair. It's my favorite knife. It has this nice big handle. It's almost like a little fillet knife. It has a nice angled blade, a sharp point. And we're just going to cut around that 6-inch circle. And if you have to, you could push that together, the leftovers, to cut out your 3-inch. Just make sure you really mold it together so it doesn't fall apart. And then cut out your 3-inch circle. So we're going to set those circles aside, and we're going to make our edible glue. And that's going to be 2 cups of milk chocolate chips and 2 cups of butterscotch chips. And we're going to melt these in the microwave until it's smooth. So it took about 1.5 minutes to melt these chips. It's nice and smooth. Now what we're going to do is use this to frost that first layer, the layer that you have on your base. This is the Rada Super Pair. This is another thing I love. It's just long enough to reach into a peanut butter or mayonnaise jar. Has just a little bit of serration, so if you want to slice your toast after you butter it. Okay, so once you have that spread, we're going to place our center, this 6-inch one. And again, we'll frost that. And then we'll put our center, our 3-inch one. Okay. And you might want to let that cool just so you have a stable base before, because the next thing we're going to do is put on our Kit Kat bars. Alright, so starting at the top, we're going to put our chocolate on the side, and then you're going to immediately set, you need 42 of these snack size Kit Kat bars. And we're just going to set those on there. You might have to hold them to steady them. When that chocolate cools, the chips are going to glue those in place. And then you do the same thing on the second layer. And if the chocolate gets messy in there, that's fine, because we're going to fill those up with M&Ms. So now that you have your second layer done, and if you need to just use a single one to fill in space, that works too. Also, another tip, it's good to have the letters all going the same way to make it look uniform. So then your last layer, going to do the same thing. So now we have our layers made, and we're going to fill those layers with a 42-ounce bag of M&Ms. It doesn't hurt to make the cake the night before you fill it, because if the chocolate isn't set yet, it isn't going to hold those M&Ms very well. So now we have all our M&Ms, and for a little decorative feature, what I like to do is take a gumball and a skewer and just push that gumball on the pointed side of the skewer. And I like to stick those in the top. You could break them off at different heights. And how cute is that? Now your whole Kit and Caboodle cake is ready to serve. You'll impress your friends and family. You could put birthday candles in the middle if you wanted. It's just really a unique layered cake idea.